everyone, Kawaii Yuki, and welcome to my playthrough of Grisaia Phantom Trigger Volume 8. This is part 10 of my Grisaia Phantom Trigger Volume 8 playthrough series. If you haven't seen the other 9 parts, if you like the same playthroughs of Volumes 5 through 7, click the playlist link in the description down below. But yeah, we're going to pick up where I left off back in part 9, so without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, here we go, guys. Last episode where we left off, back in part 9. Oh yeah, we saw what happened to Sally and the twins, and well, they suffered the same fate as the other girls, to say the least. To say the very least. So yeah, this last episode was very, I mean, that whole scene with Alma and Irma, very infuriating. And now we get to see what Chris is up to. Here we go. Okay, Chris, what's the difference between someone who's pretending to be dead and someone who's actually dead? Oh. It's just as simple as experience, huh? Then put him on a stretcher and see what happens. What if, like, because what if someone who's pretending to be dead is put on a stretcher and they'd be like, oh no, wait, I'm actually alive, I don't need medical attention. Right. Oh, if only all war could be stopped so easily. Sorry, Taiga, you're cute, but you're not cute enough to stop a war. Tis but the flesh wound. Let me guess, this guy's like probably missing a whole arm. Or that, good lord. Yeah, you can't really fight good if you can't see. Come on, don't be stubborn. They got Maki on the team. They got enough stubborn people to deal with. Yeah, come on, just suck it up. Look at you, man, a grown-ass man getting told by a kid to suck it up. How does that feel, buddy? Yes. That is pretty funny, isn't it? Okay, maybe not. But still, Chris's laugh was fucking adorable. Actually, I want to hear that again. Oh, wait, not that.
もの。
わかったよ、クソが。
いいか、途中で捨てるなよ。顔を覚えたからな、貴様。
わってんよ、クソが。
というか、私たち自身が単走して交代するつもりだったのですが。
時間的には頃合いだが、まだまだ救助せねばならんやつが山ほどいるのだ。
それを言ったらキリがありませんよ、タイガ様。携行する医薬品も心細くなってきましたし。
Yeah, Taiga, you can't save everybody.
そうか。ではあと一人だけ助けたら交代しよう。それでいいな。
We don't want you having a Shiro dilemma, a Shiro Emiya dilemma.
そうやってまたあと一人って今のでもう3人目ですよ。
You could just tell that Taiga just loves her job.
分かっている。本当に次で最後だな。
It's like some people watching anime. Just one more episode, I swear. And next thing you know, they're like up awake watching anime at like 6 a.m. even though they haven't went to bed.
わかりました。次で本当に最後ですよ。救護という仕事は決して楽な仕事ではありません。
Definitely not an easy job.
救護兵だからと
But Taiga seems to enjoy it
当たらないわけではありませんし、
a lot.
中にはあえて救護兵を狙ってくる敵もいます。そんな苦しい環境の中で厳しさに耐え続けていると、いろいろなことが麻痺してきます。いろいろなことに目をつぶり、さまざまな耐え難いものに蓋をして、目の前の仕事に集中した結果、取り返しのつかない結果を招き込んだりもします。過酷な労働環境の中、自分にもできることがあるという喜びが、いつの間にか義務や責任に置き換わり、踏み込んではいけない領域に足を踏み入れてしまう。その時の私とタイガ様は、あまりにも経験不足、そのことにも気がつけずにいたのです。
Okay, so it looks like nothing too drastic happened.
物事は大切
Man, fucking Endless Extinction was playing and made me think the opposite. Because when I hear Endless Extinction, I always think the worst case scenario. Like, Jesus. But yeah, it looks like now the Oil and Smoke is playing, and now that just makes things a whole lot better. Man, Oil and Smoke just has a calming effect. When Oil and Smoke plays, you know, it just things are alright.
気がつけば変わっていたもの、いつの間にか変わっていたもの。変化にも様々な形があって、進化したものに退化したもの、いろいろあってしかり。歓迎できる変化もあれば、思わず目をそらしてため息を漏らすような変貌もあるわけで。
And sometimes you're like Stewie Griffin, who says, I don't like change.
やあね、そんなこの世の何もかもがめんどくさいって感じのため息つくのやめてよ。
Well, they're in the middle of a war, so yeah, it kind of feels like that sometimes.
一体どうしてこんなエロ同人のようなことに。
Help me. What are you doing, sis? I can't say stepsis because they're biologically related. What are you doing, biological sis? What the? Well, I see enough doujins to know where this is going.
一から説明する？
Yes, yes, Yuki. I would love for this for an I would love for an explanation of how you got in this situation. Also, the name of this track is called Uki Gumo. I'm not really sure what that means. She's too thick.
って分かってるのよ。原因はお酒だって。
Oh my god, is it really because of the booze? You were boozing it up on the job? Come on, girl. You can't drink on the job, especially when you're on a stealth mission in a war zone. Come on. You should know better.
日本酒なんて原材料はお米だもの。そりゃ飲めば太るわよ。挙句に小餅ししゃもにマヨネーズをディップして食べてるんだもの。太って当たり前よね。
She's too thick to get out of the wall.
どこ置いてきちゃったんだろうって感じ。そりゃね、私だって努力はしたのよ。いろいろなダイエットを試してみたり、ジムに通って運動してみたり。でもね、お酒をやめないと全然痩せないんだよね。
I don't know. Sounds like you're making excuses.
でね、一応お医者様だし、いっちゃんに相談してみたの。
つまりどう頑張っても痩せんのだな。ならばそれはそういう体質だということだ。諦めろ。
That's what that's what they say sometimes, isn't it? The reason why you can't lose or gain weight, it's because of genetic. You're just cursed. When that's oftentimes not the case. I mean, sometimes it might be the case. For some people, it might well just be the case. For some people, they might well just be cursed with genetics, but usually it's not the case.
原因は明白だ。酒をやめろ。2週間で5キロは落ちる。
Really? Wait. Well, I mean, I guess Sengoku's a doctor and I shouldn't question it, but then again, she's not a... Well, then again, you should still take Sengoku's words with a grain of salt.
それは無理。
Then I suggest you start going to AA.
無理ばっかりだな。
せめてウエストだけでも。どうすればウエストが細くなるの？
Well, try this new 3-month plan that'll shave off fat in weeks.
そうだな。では逆に考えろ。ウエストが細くならないなら他を太らせればいいんじゃないかね。
Poor Yuki. If only she had a metabolism like Rena. An endless, bottomless pit of a stomach like Rena.
ウエストが細くならないのなら胸と尻を太くすれば相対的に腰が細く見えるだろう。
その発想はなかった。というわけで、悪いのはいっちゃんです。私は悪くありません。
No, I'm blaming you.
クソみたいな言い訳聞いて損したみたいな感じで無理やり引っ張らないで。
Well, I think you might need to lube her up before you pull her out.
いや待て、逆に考えればこのままここに姉女を詰めたままにしておけば背後から来る敵の通路を断つことができるのでは。
Yes, but if enemy were to come from behind, then, well, then I've read enough dojins to know that if an enemy comes up from behind, they see a nice piece of ass, well, I don't think, that will end up too well for Yuki, let's just say.
待って待って、このままにされて敵が来たらもうね、
Right.
私的にエロ同人なんですけど。
See, exactly my thoughts.
私が前から引っ張って敵が背後から押せばあるいは。
やめてやめて、お姉ちゃんお嫁に行けなくなっちゃうから。
Yeah, I think maybe their definition of pushing, their method of pushing will be different than what you're expecting.
きっとハルトならそういうの気にしないと思うよ。
But yeah, I'd say we might need to maybe like lube her up and then try and pull her out that way. Like maybe cover her body in butter or oil or something like that.
そういう問題じゃないと思うな。腰痛い痛い。
Oh!
今腰がバキっていった。バキっていった。
女このままじゃエロ同人だよ。ハルトのことを思い出して頑張って。
Oh, if only I was a Dojin artist. Otherwise, whoo, boy, I got some spicy new material right here. Or maybe it's a good thing I'm not a Dojin artist. Depending on your on one's interpretation, I suppose.
ハルトのこと？
そう、ハルトのこと。姉者はハルトのどこが好き？
Well, that's well, first of all, that's not really surprising, and then two, maybe it's a good thing I'm not a Dojin artist because my thoughts are 100 times more lewd than what you guys are probably thinking.
私は AK が好き。
は？
でもね、理解してもらえない趣味だってのは分かってるの。
Are AKs or the Harutos and Haruto like mutually exclusive? Like, is it not possible to like both Haruto and AKs? I like Haruto. I like guns and AKs. I like guns like AKs.
私は AK を7丁も持ってる。しかもクリンコフだけで刻印違いを3丁だよ。同じようなのをいくつも買ってってさすがにみんな呆れてるよね。
Hey man, Klishentov makes good guns.
ハルトだって AK のことは理解してくれない。
But yeah, okay, so yeah, she brought up AKs because Murasaki told him to think about what you like, and then she thought it was Haruto, but then, like, turns out it's AKs. She likes AKs more than Haruto, I guess. But I still don't really buy that.
でもね、AK のことを
Also, to be fair, Haruto doesn't understand the true charm of a lot of guns. Or guns in general.
好きだって言ってくれたの。AK のことはよくわからないけど、
Well,
これまで何度も勇気を救ってくれた AK には感謝してるって。
well, Yuki does have a nice smile. Especially right here. She even got them fuck me eyes. She got some good fuck me eyes. That seductive look.
なんていうか、私の全部を受け入れてもらえたような気がして泣きそうになったわ。
That sounds an awful like you like Haruto. Oh, she's not. Oh, Murasaki's not even heaving this time.
無言でゆっくり引っ張るのやめて。地味に痛いから。そういう先は？ハルトのどこが好き？
私は別にどことか。
Oh, is that so? Because I distinctly remember a time when you went to his room and sat on him while he was in bed, lying in bed. You sat on him and you were in your underwear. I remember that CG, so
やっぱり顔？
do not blame me for pressing X.
そんな植物的な理由じゃ。
Oh, something's cracking. Is it her bones or the wall?
私は別にそんなんじゃ。
Also, I just remembered, ninjas lie. So, maybe you saying that you don't like Haruto is a lie.
じゃあどんなのよ？
例えばクリスがいないとき、たまに会合やパーティーに連れて行かれるんだけど。
Parties? Social gatherings? No, you're lying. I don't take you for the party type at all. I don't take Haruto for the party type either. What kind of social gatherings do they go to? What parties? They don't have any friends. I guess you could consider the other girls at Sword, Toka, Rena, etc. friends, but they're not. That's not like the parties I'm thinking of.
ハ アルトってそういう席には必ず女の子を連れて行くわよね。なんでか知ってる？
女の子よけ。一人でも女の子を連れてれば他の女の子が寄ってこなくなるから。
Really? Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense, but
知ってたんだ。
I feel like I've heard somewhere that girls are actually want to approach that guys who like interact like talk to other girls a lot are more approachable towards women. Something like that.
私はパーティーとかそういう華やかな席が苦手だから時々トイレに逃げ込むんだけど。
Like guys who are seen with girls are come across as more approachable to women. I feel like I've heard that from somewhere.
戻ってくるとアルト女の子に囲まれてるでしょ。
Harem protagonists
それで
in the
いつ
works.
も困ったような顔してる。そこへ私が戻ってくると連れが戻ってきたからって言って逃げてくるんだけど、女の子に囲まれて困ってる時に私の顔を見た瞬間に見せるほっとしたような顔が好きかな。
The relief expression he gets when he's surrounded by girls and he spots me. Now, why is that something that is to be liked? Is it because it makes you feel wanted? Admired? See, even Yuki's getting some ideas.
たかがそんなことでって人は思うかもしれない。
But seriously, what parties do they go to?
けど
Where do they find parties?
理由なんてその程度で十分だし、そういうことの小さな積み重ねが大切なんだと思う。特に私みたいな女は誰かを好きになってもその感情自体を信じない。その感情は一時的な気の迷いかもしれないし、もし本気だったとしてもそもそも私みたいな女がうまくやっていけるとも思わない。
I'm leaning towards the contrary. I think you're a very likable character.
やがて自分の感情を否定することで安心するよう
I'm
に
sure a lot of girls like a lot of guys like
ことを
you
考えて
and girls.
私には無理だっていう理由を探す。諦めるのが正しいって思い込もうとする。そしてそういう時、私は決まって生前の父の言葉を思い出す。当時、父上は母上の反対を押し切って一台の古い車を購入した。普段の日常使いするミニバンと農作業用の軽トラとは別に二人乗りの古いスポーツカーを買ったのだけれど、そのことで母上と大喧嘩をした。どうしてこんな古い車を買ったの？
母さんにも説明したが欲しかったそれ以上の理由はない。
Hey man, the man wants to have some fun too. I mean, why not buy a car that you enjoy driving?
けどボロボロだし、今時有塩ガソリン車なんてって母上は言ってた。
Also, the name of this track is called Quiet Return Home.
ボロボロだって時間をかけて直せばいいさ。ヘッドを交換すれば無限破翼仕様にもできる。
お金がかかるよ。
そのための貯金はしたさ。家計に負
Oh,
担
really
かける気は
now?
ない。
そういう問題じゃないと思う。
What I'm wondering though is that don't you guys live in like the countryside? Like who's gonna drive sports cars around in the countryside?
そうやって何でも女の価値観でこの家のことは決まってしまう。だからせめて車ぐらいは好きなのに乗りたいと思うのはそれほど贅沢かね。
Wait.
10年。
Oh my god, it was silent for a while. I thought I had to read this guy's dialogue.
最初にあの車が欲しいと思ってから10
Or maybe my game froze.
もちろん私も悩んだよ。家族のある身で無用なものだと何度も自分に言い聞かせたし、買わなくていい理由や乗らなくていい理由をいくつも積み重ねて諦めようとした。けど10年だ。10年経っても私はまだあの車が欲しかったし、古い車に乗り続けるには体力がいる。年寄りになってからじゃ遅い。今乗らなければ死ぬまで後悔すると思ったから買った。それだけのことだ。
You know, as someone who loves cars, I totally understand that feeling. One of my dream cars is a Dodge Challenger RT, and oh my god, I would love to buy one. Someday, when I have the right amount of money.
大げさだよ。たかが車じゃないか。
I hope I don't have to wait 10 years though.
いいかい、サキ。10年
It may be just a car to you, Saki. But to Saratoki, it's a way of life. It's one of the many pleasures of life. If you love something for a whole decade, you'll love it for the rest of your life.
10年間悩み続けて、それでも好きだったものは一生変わらないって自分で認めなければいけない。そして覚悟しなければいけない。昨日あれだけ大喧嘩をしてもまだ私が母さんのことを好きなのと同じことだ。10年。
Oh, that is so sweet.
10年好きだったものはもう一生変わらない。
Man, I just love this sentence. If you love someone for over 10 years, that's not going to change for the rest of your life. Oh, man. And what makes it so touching is that, like, it's considering the fact that some marriages don't even last 10 years. Some marriages don't even last 1 year. Or 1 month.
私がハルトと出会ってから何年経っただろう。
If you love someone for 10 years, then yeah, you're gonna love them for the rest of your life.
でも私は最初はハルトが好きじゃなかったし、むしろあのチャラさがちょっと苦手だったような気もしないでもないし。あれ、私っていつからハルトが好きだったんだっけ。
Yes, you do.
そもそも
Don't lie to yourself. I know ninjas lie, but don't lie to yourself.
またこうして思考ループに入るわけだ。
さっき痛い痛い。聞いた？なんか無心でグイグイ引いてるけど痛いんですけど。
いやいやいやいや、そんなはずは。
Oh, she definitely doesn't sound like she's listening. Oh, no, she got free.
おや、どこからともなくジャングルに住む手帳のごとき鳴き声が。
もう痛い。お姉ちゃん泣いちゃうぞ。
Hey, at least you're free now. At least now you won't be the, you won't have an arrow dojin situation on your hands. At least now I don't have to put the public use tag in this video. Oh, man. Also, I didn't comment it earlier, but Murasaki is like, she's like wearing a Mikasa scarf right now. Well, that's kind of your own fault, isn't it? That's mostly your fault.
ごめんよ。けど、ずっとあのままじゃいられないだろ。
Also, how you two still didn't explain how Yuki got in that situation in the first place.
それはそうだけど、もっと優しいやり方ってあるんじゃないかな。
朝、幼なじみに起こしてもらっておきながら文句を言うギャルゲの主人公みたいでイライラするね。その言い草は。 そんなことよりここはもう敵の本部の中なんだから、そろそろ静かにしてほしい。
You two are ninjas after all.
そうじゃあそろそろ真面目にやろうかしら。
そうしてもらえるといちいち怒らなくて済むから助かるかな。
ゆうか、そのマフラーまだ持ってたんだ。
母上の形見だからね。
Mm.
やばい仕事の時はお守り代わりにね。
That's a nice thought.
本当は私がもらうはずだったのよね、それ。
金じゃはいらないって言ったじゃないか。穴だらけだし、何人もの血を吸い込んだ
Damn.
マフラーだ。
まあね、実際似合わないだろうし、私にはそういうの。
I kinda agree. Murasaki is more of a scarf person. More of a scarf person than Yuki.
さて、それじゃあ私もそろそろお薬飲んでおこうかな。
And if I remember correctly, she did wear like a cat scarf. A white, like, cat scarf for a while, so. Yeah. That's what I mean by Murasaki is more of a scarf
も
person.
うかい。まだ早いんじゃないかな。それに、それはあまり飲まない方がいい。
Also, what pills are you taking again?
って時に飲んでも遅いのよ。昔は、それこそ子供の頃はこんな薬に頼らなくても、主の命令さえあれば自分で限界突破できたんだけど。いやね、年のせいか年々薬の効きも悪くなってきたし。
忍者だって人間だもの。ベータエンドルフィンの自律分泌にはいつかは慣れてしまうさ。
Beta endorphins? Why not alpha endorphins?
10代一杯持てば上等。あとは急激な下り坂って感じね。
Oh.
今となってはラッシュタイムも10分持つかどうか。
Oof. Age hitting you pretty hard, huh?
そうまでして現場に出る理由があるのかい。姉者ならヒューミントの仕事で十分に評価されるだろうに。
もう10年続けた仕事だからね。あと10年頑張って自分でもういいかって思えるまでは続けたいけど、体力的に難しいかな。
I'm not quite sure what your pill situation is about, but hey, you do you, Yuki.
10年も続ければ頭ではなく体が記憶していることもある。そしてその体がついていかなくなれば、どれだけ情熱を持っていても諦めなければならないこともある。10年後の私はどうなっているだろう。
I hope you survive for another 10 years.
まだこの仕事をしているだろうか。まだハルトのことを好きでいるのだろうか。
姉さん。
Alright, we're back to Rena and Maki.
こいったんだよ。ちょっと目を離すとすぐこれだよ。アタッカーから目を離すなって本職相手にどやっこで張本人がいなくなってどうすんだよ。
What are you talking about? She never said anything about never take your eyes off your teammates.
少なくなってきたし、こんな時こそそばにいてくんねえと困るって。考えてみりゃいっつもそうだな。バイクに乗ってる時もフラッといなくなって探しに戻ってみりゃ団子屋でみたらし団子食ってて、
What?
そば屋で山菜そば食ってたりするし。
Wow.
何やってんだよ姉さんって叱りゃ。目的地は決まってるんだし先に行ってていいのにって。戻ってきた私が悪いみたいな言い方するし、集中力が散漫つうとよ、いろんなもん見つけてひょいひょい寄り道しやがるし。
Well, I wonder what caught her interest this time, because I don't think there's any dango stands near a war zone.
それ確かに 別に急いでないじゃんって言われりゃその通りなんだよ。予定外の行動され
Maybe she's hungry and she went back to base. I would definitely wouldn't put it past her.
ガキの頃からいろんなもん見て、いろんなとこに首突っ込んじゃ友達作って生きてきた姉さんだし、あの性格はもう治んねえだろうな。ま、そういう人懐っこさが姉さんの武器なわけだし、ガキの頃は羨ましいって思うこともあったけど、大人になってみんと割とうぜえんだよな。ま、こういうこと言うと姉さんにまたマキは私が DD なのが嫌で嫉妬したんだって笑われっから言わねえけどよ。
I mean, to be fair, Rena is a very likable person. That's why she's my best girl. She's adorable, she's friendly, she's badass. Oh!
はあじゃねえよバカ。
Woo! Someone got blown away.
でも懲りずに湧いてきやがる。なんでこいつら勝てねえって分かってんのにちょろちょろ出てきやがんだか。
First time Volume 8, we see Rena use the dragoon, the dragon.
まあ、敵の方から寄ってきてくれるってんの。
Like I said, beautiful shotgun.
いいけどな。どれどれ。こいつも玉切れか。まあ、銃持ってる私にナイフが
Really?
飛びかかってくる。
He only had a knife?
そうだろうな。
Did he run out of ammo too?
そろそろ1時間経つな。姉さんを探しながら一度戻って補給してくべきか。それともこのまま進んで別部隊と合流して、そこで補給を受けながら姉さんを待つべきか。つうか、また時計のベルトが緩んできやがった。やっぱ修理してもらえばよかった。まあいいや。下手に戻って二度手間になっても面倒だし、とりあえず進もう。普通か、こんだけ派手にドカドカやってんのに、あのグロック野郎はまだ出てこねえのかよ。私に恨みがあって復讐してんじゃねえの。
Mysterious Glock user. I think I remember someone like that. Oh man.
ま、片っ端からやってきゃ、そのうちで食わすか。
Yeah, my memory is just terrible. Oh, well, we found Rena, and she's in a completely different area? She's inside a building, by the looks of it. Uh-oh. It's time to start picking up weapons off the ground.
イグニスの方はまだ3マガジン分残ってるけど、できれば残しておきたいし。うな、こっちの位置がバレちゃってるのもまずいな。このまま下がったら後ろから背中を撃たれるし。
Now, how did you end up in this situation, Rena? How'd you get separated from Maki?
ドンゲバビだよ。ドンズマリー。
No, I think Dire Straits is correct.
どっちでもまずいかな。あの時引き返しておけばよかった。なんだろう。何か食べ物の匂いがする。野菜とソーセージをコンソメで煮たような匂い。
So is this what separated Rena from Maki?
こっちの方だ。おだ。こんなところに穴が開いてる。食べ物の匂いがするってことは中に人がいるってことだよな。なんとか入れそうな大きさだし、入ってみようかな。
What?
マーキー！ねえ、マーキー！
っちゃったんだろう。ちょっと目を離す。
Oh, okay.
思えばバイク乗ってる時もそうだった。目を三角にして前ばっかり睨みつけて。
Yeah, we're hearing two different stories right here.
注意力が散漫つうか、一点に集中しすぎて周りを見る余裕がないんだよね。
So we have Maki who's accusing Rena of being distracted so easily, and then we have Rena who's accusing Maki of being too focused and not paying attention to her surroundings.
周りが見えなくなると自分が危ないよっていつも言ってるのに、分かってんよって全然分かってないし。まあ子供の頃からそうだったし。
And then both are bringing up, oh, it's been like that ever since we were kids.
仕方がない。私一人でちょっと中の様子見てこようかな。うまくすればここから敵の本部まで行けるかもしれないし。
Either way, I'm not surprised it's the smell of fucking food that separated Rena from Maki.
思ったより狭いわ。
Uh-oh.
かな。
Uh-oh. We don't need you getting stuck too, Rena. We don't need a dojin situation from you too, Rena.
あ、
Oh no!
なんか引っかかった。
Oh, well. At least for Rena, she managed to get out easily. But maybe that's because she's not as thick. She's fairly thick, but not as thick as Yuki.
あっぶなー。もうちょっとで生き埋めになるとこだった。っていうか入り口埋まっちゃったよ。どうしよう。
Oh.
これじゃあもう戻れないな。とにかく進むしかないか。
Well, it looks like Rena's a lot thicker than we thought because she literally collapsed the cave by herself. Good lord.
なんで入っちゃったかな。そこは潜るよ私。
So I'm guessing you never found the smell of food? The source of the smell?
無線は通じないし、アナログ通信は妨害で不安定だし。参ったね。もうすぐ光線が始まってから5分経つ。敵の銃撃も散発的になってきた。そろそろ向こうも一気に蹴りをつけたくなるタイミング。人が追い詰められた時、取る行動は3つ。諦めて投降するか、最後に最後まで逃げ続けるか、逆に反撃に出るか。逃げながら反撃なんて中途半端な真似してれば自利品だし、やれる体力と弾が残っているうちに行動に出ないとタイミングを外す。タイミングは相手が勝ちを確信して集中を切らしたタイミングしかない。これはもう勝ったなと一息を吐いた瞬間が最高。そのタイミングでこちらも全弾薬を使い切る覚悟で押せば。
Oh!
電話？なんで？しかもマスターから？
Oh, I thought your signals got jammed or something.
はい、あなたのレナです。
Alright, Rena, do you have a moment right now?
全然大丈夫。
Likely story, considering he could probably most likely hear gunfire in the background. Really? All that noise in the background on your end suggests that you're pretty busy right now.
平気平気。無視しとけばいいやつだから。
I'm surprised you're able to hear him considering the gunfire. I sure hope that you really are fine.
ゆうか、なんで電話が通じてるの？さっきまで使えなかったのに。
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Donato-san has been working hard to restore the network. I'm fairly sure it's only temporary though, so we can't talk for very long.
そうなんだ。じゃあ通信が切れちゃう前に聞いておかないと。要件は？
How adorable that Thanatos temporarily restore the network, and the first thing Haruto does when it's restored is call Rena. I don't have any new orders for you right now. I was just curious to hear how you were doing. So I decided to call you. I'm glad you're doing well. That's all I want to know, really. Bye. Well, yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with checking up on you, right? I want to check on the others before the connection dies again. Talk to you later. Hmm? Oh, Rena. You needy little puppy. Why? You're always doing your best, aren't you? I don't want to put even more pressure on you. It's not pressure. It's reassurance. Reassurance. I don't think you're seeing the whole picture, Haruto. It's the thought that counts. Wait. Whoa, Rena, you're getting a little bold here. Because you love me and do my best. Those aren't exactly synonyms. Huh? Didn't you want me to tell you to do your best? Okay. Okay. I love you, Rena. Do your best for me out there. It's most likely not gonna happen. But I really want you two to get married by the end of the volume, by the end of this game. If only there were sex scenes in Phantom Trigger so we can see them bone. Anyways. It's better for Rena that way. She gets confused if you give her too much unnecessary information. She'll get better results if you just let her to do whatever she wants. It's important to her that I trust her abilities. I'm more worried about Maki than Rena, actually. Ugh. That message is what made me realize that communications have been restored. Yes, but she didn't answer. I don't think there will be any issues in terms of fighting strength. I'm more worried about her mental state. You've probably noticed that Maki is far more delicate than she appears on first sight. Brainier too. She has a tendency to overthink things. Smart people with a strong sense of responsibility grow depressed on the field. They lose their sense of right and wrong and stop caring about anything, even their own life. That's probably one of the reasons, I'm guessing that's one of the reasons why, like when she was captured by Haruto back in Volume 2, like, one of the things she said, like, why don't you just kill me? Like, she tells Haruto, yeah, you might as well just kill me, or something like that. Of course, that also, I'm pretty sure one of the biggest reasons for that is because, with these Hollow House girls, their master is basically their life. Serving their master is basically their life. Without their master, they basically lose all purpose of their life, so... And I guess that's what Maki thought at the time. No purpose in her life now that her master was dead, so... That's most likely why she said that. But I think Haruto's statement also applied to that situation as well. That's exactly why I paired her up with Rena. That's probably one of the reasons. Nah, it's simply that Rena is an idiot. Okay. Serious people are at their best when they're paired up with fools. That's why Nishi-san left me with Aoi. Having someone like that around makes you feel stupid for worrying so much. They allow you to blow off some steam before you explode. Stupidity is society's safest safety valve. That's true to an extent. Because a lot of stupid shit happened because of stupidity. A lot of bad stuff happens because of stupidity. So, yeah, I don't think I can 100% agree with that statement. I do, but maybe that's just me. That's probably just you. We can only trust that Rena will do a good job. Oh my gosh. Rena's turned into that one character from Jujutsu Kaisen who only speaks in like sushi ingredients or ramen ingredients. Why are they in different states? I'm pretty sure you can get like a big steak, a crispy chicken burger, and an oysters in one state. I don't believe that. Yeah. Yeah, I have to believe what Rena says here. They'll do a lot worse things to you instead of kill you. Especially considering the fact that, you know, she's a woman. That's what you think. No, listen to your subordinate. You guys should probably stand back. Run away, in fact. Yup. Look at that face. All according to plan. Oh, you all should have listened. In fact, Rena has 2 handguns, so yeah. Like I said, probably should have listened to your subordinate. Oh. Picking up an AK, huh? I'm sure Yuki would be proud. Well, unfortunately, your commander brought it upon himself. Yeah, you guys should probably just take this L and leave. Yep, these are the smart soldiers right here. They're wise enough to fear Rena. You're welcome to try. I mean, you said it yourself. You took out 5 of y'all in a blink of an eye. Most likely the case.
悪意のこもった弾は避けちゃくれない。偉くなればなるほど頭は低くしていけ。結局戦争なんて灰色なんだ。白でもなければ黒でもない。正義もなければ悪もないのが戦場だ。
That's what I've been saying. That's what we've been seeing in this visual novel this whole time.
来て何言ってんだ。あんた副隊長だろ。今さらそんなこと言うな。
His orders. Okay, well, and he's telling y'all to retreat. So that's his order to save your life.
死にたくなければ殺すな。そんな理屈が通用しないから戦争なんだよ。やりたくてやってるんじゃないなんて口にするぐらいならやめちまえ。戦わなければ勝てないが、戦わなければ負けもしない。どっちが正しいかなんて答えはない。灰色だ。だったら俺は何もしない。やるだけやって後悔することを選んだ。それだけのことだ。
I'd rather regret doing something than regret doing nothing. That's good. That's good advice. That's a good life motto. Oh no, there is a right answer. The right answer is to fucking get out of there. Take that L.
だからよ、結局生き残ったやつが正しいってことだ。あの世で先祖に誇ったり、後世の人間に教訓や感銘を与えたところで死んじまったらおしまいってことだよ。どうしろって言うんだよ。俺は何のために。3日悩んで出ない答えは死ぬ寸前まで出ない答えだ。それ以上は考えるのをやめて行動を切り替えろ。正反対のことをしろ。戦っていたのなら逃げればいい。
Bro, Rena's so fearsome. He's legit making this guy having a... He legit made this guy have a moral dilemma. Like, he's questioning himself. No, you're not heroes in some tearjerker drama. You are disposable pawns. You are henchmen in an action visual novel. You are nobodies that only serve to die by Rena's hand. That is, of course, if you guys choose to retreat. Unless you guys choose to retreat.
死ぬまで行動するしかないんだよ。俺たちはな。交代するぞ。
Alright, so now we're back to whatchamacallit, TFA headquarters. Ooh, and does Enishi know who it is?
それって隊長がやられたから逃げますってこと？
そのようね。どうする？踏みとどまらせる？
いいよ。一度逃げ出した駒はどう再編成しようとまた逃げ出す。ならば逃げ駒として敵を引きずり回す役目に使えばいいさ。
その通り。仮に我々の
Oh, fucking DJ Khaled.
敵は60だ。単純に考えれば1人が2人倒せば勝てる計算になる。
If our forces are worth 100 points and the enemies are worth 60. Really? What is that supposed to mean?
こちらが1人倒す間に5人倒されるのが現状だ。それにいくら交戦を続けたところで敵は外から兵員を補充できるが穴蔵に尻を突っ込んだ。
Sounds like to me that you think too highly of your own troops, Khaled. Because, as we have seen so far, Sword is winning and you are losing.
今は1人でも多くの敵を撃つのではなく1秒でも長く生き延び1人でも多くの敵の手を焼かせろ。安易に死を選択することは戦場からの逃亡とみなすと伝えてある。つまり
彼らが交代したのは私の命令通りだし、彼らを責めてはいけない。無鉄砲なだけの能なしが多い部隊にあって、むしろよく逃げたと称賛すべきだね。
逃げ出す子まで夫人を組まされる私の身にもなりなさいよ。ユニット A は戦わずに逃げ出したなんてゲームにならないじゃない。
もともとゲームにもならない現実だ。最初から勝てる見込みはなかったし、私はダニエル・ラドクリフではない。
Yes, well that's a really random celebrity reference, but yeah, you know Daniel Radcliffe because, well, for one, Daniel Radcliffe is actually likable.
それってどういう皮肉？
まあ本来ならもう全員で逃げ出してもいいタイミングだよ。みんなどうする？逃げるなら今だよ。
私は撤退させてもらうよ。追い先短いとはいえ、
Oh yeah,
やることがあるからね。
I think I remember Arthur. I think I remember Arthur. Because I remember there was a CG in volume at the end of volume 7 where there was like a whole bunch of TFA higher ups in one table. I knew Anishi was there. I knew Jaja was there. And I knew Kuroi was there. And I think Homura was there. But everyone else I didn't remember. And I feel like Arthur was there too. Oh, Javier! I remember him. Yeah, I think I remember him.
君には私の護衛をしてもらわないと困る。
エリの手配は済んでいます。周辺の制空権が確保されているうちに脱出を。
他の者はどうするのかね。ヘリにはまだ座席の空きはあるぞ。
では私が。
Oh, Father Renard. Yep, I know him too.
私は女性方に尋ねたつもりだったのだが。
私は残るわ。引っ越しするには荷物が大きすぎるし、残していくわけにはいかないもの。
Yeah, we know Kuroi isn't going to be going anywhere because Anishi is her master. And she has to stay with her master.
では、お嬢さんはどうする？
先生が残るのであれば、
Right.
当然私も残ります。
と言ってるが。
困ったな。私としては、鮫島君には先に脱出しておいてほしいんだけど。
Well, she might dislike you right now, but that is not an option. That's still not an option for her, I imagine.
普段は無口なくせに言いたいことははっきりと言うんだな、君は。
エニシのことなら心配ない。私も残る。なんだ？私の顔に何かついているかね？
あなたと残ると聞いて。
No, but you still have a very... There isn't anything on your face, Khaled, but you still have a very punchable face. A face that should be punched.
どういう意味かな？
どういう意味かはともかく、私はここの最高指揮官としてまだ逃げるわけにはいかないんだ。本来なら腹を切って詫びるべき敗戦だけど、それをしてしまうと敗北してなお最後の一兵まで戦い続けることを強いることになるからね。
Gotta love Japanese. The Japanese traditions of, you know, dire commitment and ritual suicide. Well, I mean, that is what she was built to do. Oh, Jonah! I can't believe I forgot this freaky ass face. Yeah, I think I remember Jonah as well.
いいから。彼はこういう人間なんだから、ジョナの言葉にいちいちイライラして。
Yeah, and plus we don't know exactly for sure if Anishi is going to be surviving to the end of this visual novel.
ね、君はどうするカイラって聞くまでもないか。家族の仇を見つけたんだろう。だったらこの後は自由にしてもらって構わないわ。もう行きなさい。
カイラを引き入れたのは私だ。そう勝手にされても困るのだがね。
Okay, I don't know. I don't remember who Kyla is at all.
まだいたのかい、じいさん。逃げると決めたのならさっさと逃げた方がいい。
But maybe she's a new character because we don't see her face or anything. We don't even hear her. Apparently she doesn't talk? Who's Kyla?
あなたはただの厄介者ですよ。
正直な男だな。日本人の悪い癖だ。
エリの準備が整いました。お急ぎを。
そうか。ではな、生きていたらまた遊ぼうじゃないか、坊や。
はい。それまでどうかお元気で。
レナード、あんた子供たちはどうする気よ。
どうするも何も、それは私の決めることではない。彼女たちへの教育はすでに終わった。教育を受けていない子供は大人の食い物にされる。そして暴力だけで世の中を渡っていくことはできないということを彼女たちは十分に学んだ。そこから先は彼女たち自身が決めて進むべきで、これ以上は私が教えることなど。
Oh, if only you knew. If only you knew what happened to some of the girls that used to be in your care.
最低ね。
そうやって何でも自分基準で判断するやつにはそう見える。正しい教育を受けた人間というのはね、つつましさと真の強さ、気高さと誇りを併せ持つことだ。なんと言われよう、私は私の育てた子供たちと私自身の教育に何も恥じることはないね。
Sadly, you didn't teach them how to survive in a war zone.
じゃあ山に捨ててきた子供たちはどうするのよ。
言ったはずだ。私は私自身の教育
Well, you should.
にことはない。
リーチク1の517に続き2の221。
Yeah, I have to agree with Jaja on that one.
数は
不明です。が数は少ないと思われます。
どいて、私が制御する。私の端末に触らないで。
では我々はお先に失礼するよ。
はい、お気をつけて。
ちょっとまだ話を。
いいから、君は侵入した敵に専念して。佐々木君、君が親にネグレクトされて育ったのは知っているけど、レナードに八つ当たりしても仕方がないだろう。
それは関係ないわよ。それと本名やめて。
政府の連中もさすがに子供までは殺しはしないよ。レナードにしてみればそこも織り込み済みだろう。
そうやって政府に拾われた子供は都合よく大人の道具にされるんだわ。私みたいにね。
あれ、私に拾われたのはそんなに嫌だったのかい？
そうは言ってないでしょ。そんなことよりどうするのよ敵。このままじゃどんどん浸透してくるわよ。
うん、知ってるよ。それで構わない。
You don't mind,
構
huh?
わないんだけど、ちょっと速度が速すぎるかな。なんとかしてもう少しだけでも時間を稼ぎたい。
What are you gonna do, Anishi? This seems like a losing battle for you.
また私が出ます。
それはありがたいけど、今度ばかりは敵の数が多すぎるね。さすがに君でもただでは済まないよ。
時間稼ぎ程度であれば問題ないかと。
そうは言ってもな。
あなたにとって誰よりも役に立つのはこの私だと証明します。
あ、鮫島君。
Alright, so, alright, Kuroe, but don't get killed too fast. We still need to see that rematch between you and Haruto.
私は彼女にそこまで求めちゃいないんだけどな。
あんたが余計な昔話なんかするからやきもちでしょ。
昔話なんかしたかな。
私がまだ佐々木小杖だった頃、あなたに拾われたって話よ。
そんなのもうずいぶん前に鮫島君には話していたと思うけど、電子関係の協力者がいるって。
それが女だとは一言も言ってなかったんじゃないの？
そうだけど、それが何か？
これだもん。もうなんかあの女がかわいそうになってきたわ。
じゃあ何？鮫島君のあれは君に対する対抗心から言い出したってこと？
さあ、献身的で嫉妬深いのはインドネシアの血じゃないの？
She's Indonesian? That... Huh. That's very interesting.
彼女がインドネシアにいたのは半分は
Wait, what?
知らないわよ。それよりどうするのよ。
Bruh. Wow. That's Man, this is that's very surprising.
うん。進行しているのは敵のごく一部の部隊だ。
Then again, I mean,
鮫島君が何とか足止めしてくれるとして。
I want to say that's surprising because given her Japanese name and all that, but then again, Maki was Russian. Her and Rena, they were not born in Japan. So yeah, that's easy to that's easy to forget sometimes that these Hull House girls, they're not all of them are Japanese, despite their Japanese name.
先行部隊の足が速すぎるの。
コンピューターによる戦術予想でも明らかに敵が遅いって結果になってるわね。
原因は何だろうね。コンピューターの予想は
不明よ。
じゃあその予想システムの設計者の勘は？
そうね。いろいろと予想は立てられるけど、一番可能性が高いのは私たちの知らない部隊の介入。
Previously unknown unit.
野党の連中かい？
それはもちろん計算に入っているわよ。もっと他の私たちの知らない武装勢力の介入ってことになるな。
グレイプレシジョンの本社が動いて
た。それなら連絡の一つもあるでしょうよ。それに負ける戦争に本社が手を出してくることなんて考えられないわ。
だよね。
Previously unknown unit. Huh. Previously unknown unit. Wait a minute. Well, I mean, it's probably not St. Ailes, isn't it? Because, I mean, surely they would have taken St. Ailes, the nuns of St. Ailes into account, because they're working with Surf and Sword, so it's probably not them. I guess we'll see what this previously unknown unit is. Also, who is this? Whose dialogue is this? We're getting a new character now? Alright, let's see who this is. I've never been good at talking to people. I've been that way since I was a little kid. I became painfully aware of my shortcomings when I started working part-time at a bar to help out with my family's finances. Since the bar served alcohol, naturally it was full of drunks. Logic doesn't work on drunkards. Everybody lives their life at a different pace. That's why you need to be able to adjust your tempo to match other people's. But I've never liked that. I was always the kind of kid who preferred to be alone. I know that I cared too much about what other people think. You don't need to force yourself to keep pace with others. But there are lots of people who won't allow you to live that way. They say I'm no good. They try to correct me to make me like them. Why can't they just leave me alone? Why do I have to twist my values to align with other people's? It's a complex problem, and I guess most people wouldn't really care what I have to think about it. But because of the way I am, I've never been able to last long in any job. And after running away from everyone, I ended up in TFA. The first job I found there was a perfect fit for me. I was hired to restore murals in the church. I was given the task of restoring the religious paintings on the walls of an old church in the stronghold. All I had to do was mindlessly paint. Alright, so it looks like just how we got, just like Patrick, we're getting, I guess, another civilian living under TFA? It was just me facing the wall in silence, focusing diligently on my work. There was no noise to distract or annoy me. The only sound in the room was that of my brush sliding across the wall. Consumed by my task, soon enough I would see that 5 o'clock had rolled around. I would find a good place to quit, stand back, and feel a glow of satisfaction knowing that I had done a better job than the day before. I thought it was the ideal job for me, but sadly the work was completed within 3 weeks, and I found myself unemployed again. So I had no choice but to start scavenging corpses on the battlefield like a hyena. When I was a kid, I thought that one day when I was a grown-up, I'd be off somewhere else, that I'd be someone completely different from who I'd been till then. So another scavenger kid like Bruno and Patrick? If this is the result, then I was obviously wrong, and the people around me were right all along. Frustratingly enough, I'm still having trouble accepting the truth. A? Oh, it's Patrick. So, I guess this is... Wait. Is this a flashback, or... The moment I opened my mouth, I realized that my body doesn't quite feel like my own. I blink a few times trying to clear my blurry vision. I don't know this place. Where am I? I don't remember how I got here. What's the last thing I remember? How did I end up here? And... I think I understand what you mean.
そういう哲学的な言葉遊びが聞きたいんじゃない。じゃあ、まずは名前を教えてくれ。名前?
The tan boy with silvery hair knits his brow and narrows his right eye in suspicion.
名前などない。識別記号は A だ。
A?
The boy folds his arms in front of his chest and scrunches up his face as if he has no idea how to explain what he means. His gaze shifts towards a moth that's been drawn to the lantern in front of him. He reaches out for it and grabs it out of the air. What could he be thinking? Damn.
見ろ。ガだ。
ガだね。
これに名前が必要か。
一匹ならいらないかもしれない。けど、複数になれば必要になる。
I mean, unless you're like an entomologist, then I doubt moths need names.
その通り。これは一番大きなガだから A だ。それ以降は大きい順に B、C、D と識別すればよい。何か問題があるか貴様。
Logically speaking, he's right. But that kind of simple identifier only works in a limited environment. What if there were more than 26 of them. I suppose you can identify each as A asterisk, B asterisk, and so on, but that's not very... I'm almost knocked unconscious when the boy throws a right hook at my face.
貴様は混乱している。混乱した意識を取り戻すには。
well, that is certainly one way to do it. Perhaps the blow served to let off some steam. Having calmed down, the boy sits down on a primitive little stool and crosses his arms again.
では、貴様の名を聞こうか。先生。外部から来た者は有識者であり、先生だ。そうか。何がだ。発言は明瞭にせよ。
I lost everything in the war, and at the height of my desperation, I took a rifle bullet to the head and died. I'm supposed to be dead. So this isn't a flashback. What? How did he survive? So... Oh, okay. Oh, I guess it'll be explained. Alright. I'll just keep reading now. I'm supposed to be dead. Did I survive thanks to the helmet that Natalie put on my head? I vowed to myself that I would protect Natalie, but she ended up giving her life to protect me. Isn't that the most ironic thing in the world? If there really is a god, he's a bit of a bully. Yeah, God has proven to... There's a lot of flaws with God's logic. In fact, even I'm not religious, but I heard in the Old Testament, God was kind of a dick, to say the least. Ashamed of how weak and miserable I am, I bite my lower lip to try and hold back the tears. When the boy sees my expression, he uncrosses his arms, stands up, and raises his fist. When I raise my arms in defense, the boy huffs at me and sits back down on a stool. Oh, don't say that. After what you've done to try and protect those girls and yourself, there is no hint of emotion in the boy's eyes as he gives a small nod and hums an affirmative in response. Why in the world did I survive? Is someone telling me that there are still things I must do? That I'm not allowed to die yet? If there are, what could God possibly be expecting of a pathetic guy like me? So it looks like the story's not done with Patrick yet. He's still the protagonist on the TFA side. And that backstory we got was that... Hold on. Was that A's backstory or Patrick's backstory? I think that was... That might have been Patrick's backstory. Yeah, I think that might have been Patrick's backstory. Because it did eventually go to him being, a scavenger, so... Yeah, that might have been Patrick's backstory, but we still don't know who A is, or why... I'm assuming, he rescued, Patrick. That's probably what happened, right? Because, why else would he end up in A's, abode? Well, I'll find out soon enough. But for now, this is a good place to stop. So yeah, this is definitely, compared to Part 9, this was definitely a more lighthearted playthrough. Considering that considering that Murasaki and Yuki moment with Yuki stuck in the wall. And we also saw Rena kicking ass. And yeah, overall, definitely not as dark as Part 9. Luckily, I don't have to see any more little girls dying horrific deaths. But yeah. However, it is still definitely a surprise that Patrick is still alive. So yeah, I guess we'll see what that's all about in the next playthrough. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter. Support my Patreon. Links in the description down below. And I will see you guys next time.